YouTube is now live.
I saw that.
So
we're saying our names?
Yeah.
What?
Say our names when we
Yeah, when we
do
come
the
in.
thing.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a 68 real quick.
Okay.
Around 36 seconds. 68, 8, 8, 8, 8. That's the end of that.
Dude, that was
Right.
way better than any of the test runs you did. Good
Way
job.
better.
Yeah, it really was perfect. Good job.
Thank you. I'm happy. All right, let's get this.
All right, let's fucking
show on the road. I'm rock
get the
hard.
road on the show.
Yeah, road on the show. Slava.
That's right. Fucking dad jokes.
Check in with me and do your
on the
job.
show.
Slob on the show. That's
All right, so I'm gonna get the guns ready.
Yeah. Way to be weird.
This is just for you, Jordan. This is just for you.
Let me help.
Oh yeah. Let me just get that nice.
Oh. I'm sorry I participated.
Jordan, finger one, finger two. I am gonna finger you. Three,
two,
one,
one, go.
Welcome to
Oh, man.
episode 68.
Oh, welcome to the show.
I will never stop doing that when you
I
intro
hate
us.
you.
By the way,
I hate
every
you
time
so
I'm gonna make it
much.
weirder every time.
It's so funny that you do. That was freaking hilarious.
I can't stand you.
I know you.
Check
can.
out the video version of the show if you.
Oh shit!
want
I
to
forgot.
fucking
I
check it out.
forgot that was being recorded. Oh shit!
Anyway,
This is really
because I'm pretty
fucking
sure
weird.
everyone noticed the intro is different. So I'm Patrick.
Yeah, I'm Bryce, also known as Butter.
And I am Jordan, also known as Jelly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
By
I'm
the
Peanut.
process of elimination,
Peanut.
you can make determinations that Patrick is in fact just a guy. Don't worry about
He's the least
Yeah.
favorite, so it's all right.
it. Yeah, no one cares.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
We love you a lot, but
You're
like
welcome.
we're the only ones, so
That sadly might be true.
damn.
I mean, only
really?
time
No, it
will
is
tell.
true.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's
Oh,
definitely true.
time will tell.
Yeah, though that was some funny ass shit. People should go back and check the video and watch what apparently Bryce
Content warning.
forgot.
NSW. NSFW. I forgot it was being recorded, and I like to fuck with Jordan whenever he intros the show, so I gave him a little show.
Son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
That shit was hilarious.
I hate you. That was good, though. I got to give it to you. That was,
Thank you.
that was
I
very,
mean, I
very
already
funny.
gave it to you, so I would hope you would, give it right back.
I loved it.
So I'm very excited
Okay.
because this is already a great show. You know?
Yeah, right.
You guys got got everyone watching me do weird
Fantastic.
shit. Thank you.
So what's been going on?
Without
I've
even
been-
having to fucking try, we got you doing weird shit. So
I
don't
mean-
blame us, bro.
I'm blaming you. I'm also blaming the drink because I'm drinking today.
I noticed that. Why?
Yeah, that's
that's
different.
It is different.
I just felt like it. I haven't drank in a while, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a couple.
Don't
And
judge
now-
me, God.
Yeah, because there was a few episodes earlier on. I don't know if we ever mentioned it on the show, but there were a few episodes earlier on where I decided to do a shot of gin before the show, and then on the break, I also did another shot of gin.
Yeah.
Remember that.
If I didn't say it, then you could probably guess which episodes that were just based off me being completely retarded.
That shit was hilarious, and whatever. And then there was the time we all got drunk. That ended in
Oh,
a
yeah.
horrible shit
Yeah,
show.
that was
Terrible.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was the
we shared.
how's the
We
song
shared
go?
something that night. We shared something that
How's
night.
that song go? It was a Bittersweet Symphony and then Catastrophe and all that.
Well, you know what?
I don't know.
I actually, before either of you do whatever it is you're about to do, because I have a couple things I want to bullshit about today, but I want to talk about. I had a super duper awkward moment today.
Okay.
So
I can guarantee I've topped your awkward moment based on what people are going to be watching later, but continue.
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, I no longer feel bad about myself, I guess, but whatever.
No, you
I
shouldn't.
do that service for you.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Again,
What a nice
Go
guy.
back and watch the video.
Please.
YouTube PB&J podcast. That's the same on YouTube. Check this episode out. Bryce is a goof. But it was amazing, and I thought it was hilarious, and whatever. Anyway, so Skylar now goes to volleyball. I'm sitting there in the place. There's no cell phone service in the building. Okay, so you have to either eventually talk to the people that are kind of sitting around you, which I try not to do, but sometimes I get kind of sucked into conversations. Or
That's
B, like sit there and like watch or whatever. But it gets boring after a while because they're just doing the same drill over and over and over and over again. It's not like they're playing a game,
Oh, so this was just practice. This wasn't even like a game.
Yeah, these are clinics.
Oh God, who cares? Why?
I know.
They need Wi-Fi in that gymnasium. They know what they're putting parents through.
So
a signal booster at the very least.
Like fuck you guys.
I seen that they have a guest Wi-Fi, but it's password protected. So next time I'm in there, I'm gonna drop the it says
what's that password?
I'm gonna drop the I seen you have a guest network. Do you have a password for it?
Mm-hmm.
And whatever. They're either gonna tell me that they're either gonna not want me on the guest network or
which defeats the purpose of having a guest network.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't know how to turn it off on their router. So
if a school district technician does not know how to turn off the guest Wi-Fi,
this isn't a school district.
Oh, this is a private. Oh, it's a private volleyball team. I didn't know that.
It's like a league. So this is I think it's called Pride. I'm pretty sure Pride. Anyway, they're like a traveling team, and that shit's super expensive. This is only a mini season, so it's not in the thousands of dollars.
That's good.
It's only in the hundreds of dollars. But there's multiple practices and clinics, and like this is like real volleyball. They'll put you in front of scouts and shit. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like that,
So you're basically paying for the opportunity for your kid to be picked up for a scholarship.
Well, yeah, and you're paying for like lessons all at the same time, and
right?
For them to be on a team,
and that makes sense.
Because hold on, quick backstory to that. I guess why she's in that is because she tried out for it before for their full team, didn't make it. She tried out for the high school team, didn't make it. She tried out for the mini team and eventually made it. So she kept trying, which is awesome. I'm glad that she did that because I'd have been like, fuck this and gave up already. So
I mean, same. I mean, it shows that it's something she really wants. So that means it's, no matter what, it's money well spent because it's something she's actually interested in. It's not something she feels forced into or something like that. You tried for 3 different teams. You want that shit. You hunger for it. So
and she does well. And this is one of those things I could say that she's actually interested in. So yes, it's awesome. Anyway, not the fucking point of the story. Right. So I'm sitting there on the stupid. They have like pews, like in a church, kind of like along the one side. Yeah. So I'm kind of sitting there, and it's hot in there, and there's like a mom and 2 dads, and they're like sitting around me, and they were talking about the volleyball and like because the kids were running hard. And they're sweating their asses off. So there was a mention about that. And I was like, and I was like laughing, talking to them. And I was like, haha, yeah, the only thing missing is shirtless Air Force dudes.
Classic movie.
Yeah. So
Maverick, Iceman.
Anyone
who doesn't know Top Gun should be shot.
All 3 people just were like, okay. And then the one dude was like, all right. And then
they actually all righted you? Did you explain the reference to them?
I was like, after a minute, I was like, Top Gun, the movie? And they were like, oh, yeah. But no, they didn't like acknowledge it. Like
that makes sense. It was more of a weird, like, okay.
Yeah, like I wanted to see shirtless dudes. I was so, I then sat there, beat red. I know I was because I could feel the heat coming off of my skin, right? Like glowing red. I know I was.
Wow, they embarrassed Patrick. That's new.
And because I was embarrassing. Like I was just like, whatever.
I wouldn't have been embarrassed. That was a good joke.
I don't
dumbass fault not
I'm pretty
understanding
sure. I'm pretty sure because it came out as I wanted to see shirtless Air Force guys running around. Which I mean,
Sweating and
I guess
a
we're not
clear no.
opposed to that, right?
I mean, the team's called Pride.
You know.
Let's be real.
Par for the course.
Anyway, so that happened to me today. It was super fucking embarrassing.
That's beautiful.
I wouldn't have
You
been
know what? We all
embarrassed.
need those little moments of realizing that there are people outside of your headspace. Because
What do you
I
mean-
find that we get kind of caught up in comfortable in our own social groups to the point where we forget what's an inside joke or what would be an obscure reference to other people. Like, granted, I feel like Top Gun is not an obscure reference.
Well,
but
I
that's,
agree.
that's me and my friend group. That's our monkey sphere. Like, outside of our monkey sphere, I mean, it is a movie from the 80s. It might be.
Yeah, but these hold on.
Too obscure for these people because it's 30 years ago.
I'm still at the age with my kids and myself where I'm not really like the older parent yet, still in groups of parents.
Right. I mean,
you know what I mean?
True,
now, there was a while where I was on the extreme young end of that, right? You know,
and they're making references about black and white TV, and you're like, I don't fucking know.
Fuck are you talking about? No, but I can honestly say that there was never a time where I really was, I feel like, left out of, you know, general culture stuff.
Right.
Tough being 51.
Some of it though has to, I mean, true.
but seriously,
I feel like
so
some of it has to do with we are more pop culturally educated in our age range than older folk. Because older folk, they didn't see a movie, they never bothered to look for it again. I mean, it was something when once it was out of theaters, it was out. So granted, you're still an older gentleman. You're still young enough to where the internet culture and pop culture in general still affected you way more than those old fucking crypt keepers. I'm sorry, if you don't understand Top Gun, you're a goddamn crypt
but hold
keeper.
on.
Get out.
They are these guys were, or these parents were either my age or a little bit older than me. Maybe even in their 40s, actually.
And they're just
so
disappointments to their friends and families.
Anyway, and unless some of I don't know. I will tell you this though, that the one dude kind of had on like a jacket, kind of like
Okay.
And then the wife had a fat fucking rock and drove a Mercedes there. So I assume
bougie for Top Gun.
Listen, I think that their group is
well, they're
too
probably
bougie.
money because the mini season thing, like you said, is not in the thousands of dollars, but they're probably like, we pay for the $1,000. We go through the whole thing.
There are girls there that are there
that are the full team
separately from everyone else, and they. I mean, like I look over there and see the shit that they're doing, and they're like hit it up, spike it, and it's all by themselves. I'm like, damn, that was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, or like these like girls that are smaller than us, but definitely pelting that ball over the net way faster than any of us could.
I can't.
I don't know. I was really
hit a ball.
Good at volleyball in high school.
Dude, I'm telling you, like a fucking
here.
rocket launcher. These girls'
I don't
arms.
sports. I bet I could beat her at Hearthstone though.
Probably.
KO, bitch. Come at me. FD phony. I'll fuck your shit up.
But yeah, so one of those girls they're probably in it all year round. Their parents are probably shoveling money into it. Their whole goal is to probably get them into some college somewhere or some shit, you know? So
Right. And I mean, that's the whole thing about this program based on what you're describing. Once you told me that they put you in front of scouts and stuff, that is definitely something that you know, makes a lot of sense for why this program is as expensive as it is, and maybe the clientele it establishes. Because let's be real.
Well, no. There's
they worked more to where they didn't actually see some of those things because they didn't have time.
Well, yeah, but these teams, because there's many teams that are like this, all go to different tournaments and shit.
Right.
And, you know, Skylar will have to go to some tournaments in a couple of different locations. I think Tampa, other places.
Can we do like an embarrassing, like, go Skylar video? where we record separately and awkwardly in her team colors. I will body paint myself.
That's fucking hilarious.
And we will go, yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. If you guys want, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, just hit me up with the team colors and like we'll figure out a theme. I want to do an awkward like to prep her for the tournament and let her know that she's got shooters out here. She got gunners.
She's got gunners. That's oh shit. So anyway, so hold on. My bullshit's not over yet. One of you guys can take over in a second, but one more bullshit. So I'm like, man, that was embarrassing, but I eventually chilled out and I was like, whatever, haha, I'm watching and, trying to make eye contact with Skylar, trying to mentally tell her to, do things different, like hit it harder or run faster, things that parents think while they're watching.
Do whatever you need to make this go faster because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hit it harder so they like you more. So they're like, you don't got to practice anymore. And we can go home.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So then we get home, right? We leave, we get home, like, oh, thank God we're here.
Nice.
I text you guys. I'm like, you ready to, save the world? And you're like, no, not yet. So I was like, I'll play some PlayStation. Go in my room, turn my PlayStation on, turn my TV on. The TV comes on, shows the outline of like the symbol, like the Vizio V symbol,
right?
And then fizzles out. And I was like, what? So I stared at it for a second, and I seen my own reflection in the TV.
You're like, that's not how that's supposed to go.
I was like, don't give up, buddy. Don't give up, buddy. It's fine. So I unplugged it, plugged it back in, tried it again, didn't work. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So now I start to worry. I'm like, I know that coffee got spilled here earlier because my kids were goofing off while my coffee cup was there, right?
All right.
So I'm like, my PlayStation's the only thing that could have got wet. So I unplugged my PlayStation's HDMI. I plug the HDMI back into the cable box. I turn the TV on, and it comes on, and there's a picture. And I was like, what the fuck? Now I'm mad. Now I'm ready to find the coffee cup and just start like beating people with it,
Unfortunate.
Right? That has sucked. Because I can't go get another PlayStation right now,
I mean, obviously, they're not exactly cheap.
Yeah. So then I'm like, well, fuck it. I came and I tested it on my monitor TV in here in my office, and my PlayStation works fine. So I was like, what the fuck? When I walked back in there, look at the TV just in time to watch it fizzle out again. I was like,
hey,
oh.
TV's broke.
Yeah, the fucking TV's fried. I was like, what the fuck? What's funny is the TV that I'm using as my monitor right now, right, is like a probably 7-year-old 42-inch Vizio LCD. Okay. Little 1080.
It's a little thick.
Yeah, it's thick, but it's still
Gets
okay.
the job done.
Does the job.
Works good for what I use it for in here, especially. This TV about 4 years ago, probably about 4 years ago, stopped working. They said we had a warranty. They came and we had the extended warranty. They came and they looked at it and they were like, we can't fix it. Vizio sent me another TV. Then this one started working again. So I kept them both. So that other one was a newer LED version of the same TV. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
And that shit fizzles out first.
And that's the one that fizzled out first.
Jesus.
And the thick LCD panel still trucking.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Now I have the 4K bigger in my 55 in my living room, right? The 4K is nice, but man, now I have to fucking figure out monitors. My wife's gonna try to steal my television, so thinking about super gluing it to the desk.
You should. That's logical.
I mean, that's definitely a choice you can make.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be the best solution, but I mean, it is a solution.
No,
I mean, good news.
Right,
good news.
It is the best solution.
November, very close, right?
Yeah.
Black Friday, right around the fucking corner.
That's true.
You can get another one of those TVs, way better, 5 billion K.
I want all the K. I want all the K for all like.
Okay.
Okay. I want all the K. Okay.
I'm gonna need all the K. Okay.
Anyway, so that was my fucking K. I tried to be haha funny guy in public, super fucking embarrassed. Come home and my TV's like, fuck you.
Fuck you for real.
That's what you get for going out in public. That's why I stay home.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hashtag stay
can't
home
risk
for
it.
life.
Well, dude, you stay home too much like you end up with an extra kid. Nope.
You know what? Truth.
Right?
Honestly, it's worth it.
I was on your side, Jordan. Patrick's side now.
No,
You got another one. And you know what? It's not gonna sleep in its own crib until it's 7.
Yeah.
Get fucked forever. Goodbye,
Get
sleep.
fucked. Well, yeah. I mean, I have 2 kids, but they're both older now. Oh, I mean, 7 and
and sleeping in their own
14.
room. So
they've always slept in their own rooms.
right,
Literally since inception.
Inception.
How's that?
Well, yeah, because when they're originally created, their room is the womb. So, like, you know, they slept in their room.
I mean, probably, bro.
No, you're a dork.
But yeah, I'm out of stuff to talk about until the second half of the show, where I'm gonna attempt to blow your mind.
Well, I mean, if we want to talk about some weird shit, I found a list of things that fans have been doing to certain celebrities when they meet them, or just in general, just some weird shit that fandoms have done. So
what are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? Because you did an awkward thing in public. This shit's way awkward in comparison.
Okay. Oh, I get it. Good job.
Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of talk about a few of them. I don't want to go too much into it, but just give you an idea of how weird the world can be, so you can feel a little better.
Okay. Sure. Thank you. I appreciate the attempt.
So you guys know Maisie Williams, right? She is Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Now that you said who she is, I know who she is. But when you said her original name, I had an absolute.
You're like, who the fuck is Maisie Williams? And you're like, Arya Stark. And you're like, oh, the lone wolf of the Starks. So here's the thing about her and what fans like to do when they meet her.
Okay.
Is, you know how in the show she has her kill list that she recites to herself every night, and it's all the people she needs to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Fans like her to, when they meet her, recite the kill list, but to add their names to her list. So when they have her say it, it'd be like Joffrey, Thornus Amir, Sir Lynn Payne, Butter from the PB&J podcast.
Okay, and then when that happens, the fans like, oh,
exactly. Isn't that weird? Like, it's not necessarily
weird.
sexual, but I can't help but feel like it's some sort of weird fetish thing.
It is a weird fetish thing.
100%, right? Like, it's so fucked up.
I don't get it. That's weird.
There's no other reason why you would be like, say my name and say you're gonna kill me. Oh, God. Right?
Butter
so
of the PB&J podcast.
Kill Butter the PB&J podcast. Put me next to Joffrey. Devious. So that's just a thing that people do. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So that's an example of something awkward. That's more of a situation to what you're doing. But there's other things that have created crazy fan reactions. Do you guys remember the show Columbo?
Yes.
The American TV show Columbo.
Yeah.
It's about a detective.
The cigar.
He had the cigar. He kind of
watching Columbo.
He like Mr. Beaned his way through detectiving, kind of deal.
I have no idea.
That show was insanely popular in Romania. Like,
really?
Super fucking popular.
Why was it popular in Romania?
OD. When the government of Romania learned that the series was coming to the end, because it was getting canceled, they feared a riot might start over what they feel the people might have perceived as censorship. Like, you guys faked the ending so that way it would stop the show because we liked it. So they broadcast a statement made by Peter Falk, Columbo, the guy, stating, hey, listen, the show is ending. Thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the series. This is final episode. Thank you so much. So that way they could avoid a fucking riot, because the people would have rioted because they would have believed that the government was censoring Columbo.
But you don't think that those same people, at least some of them, were like, oh, they captured him and they made him say that?
Some of them were, but at the very least, they prevented the riot, and that's what matters.
Also, do you think there would have been a riot?
When did this show come out?
100%. Columbo was
old.
Late 70s, early 80s, I think. Yeah, it was old as shit.
Dude, that's weird, man.
Right? All right. Have you guys seen the movie Into the Wild or read the book?
No. What is it about?
Into the Wild is about a guy who decides to escape regular
About a
life,
guy.
Oh.
go to Alaska, and live out in the
Uh-huh.
wilderness. He wants to be back in a secluded area. Spoiler alert for
Essentially the
those who actually
same
care.
mindset of people who subject themselves to listening to this show right now.
I mean, kind of.
No.
The only difference is he goes out to live in an abandoned bus in
In a
Alaska
butt?
by a river.
Yeah.
But he ends up getting trapped because the river like increases and it doesn't start decreasing, so he can't cross back over, and he has no food or anything, and he ends up starving to death in this fucking abandoned bus. There are fans of this movie who make a pilgrimage to try and reach that bus. The river is just as dangerous now as it was then, and it's still like next to impossible. So there are people who are dying trying to recreate the pilgrimage of the movie that basically said, "Hey, don't be a fucking idiot." And then all these people are like,
there's
"Be
a
an
bus
idiot?"
down there, like they wrecked a bus down there.
There's an abandoned bus out in the Alaskan woods that is still there because there's no feasible way to get it out. I mean, Alaska is limited in resources. They're not going to waste it in getting rid of this bus. But I mean, they might have to because there's so many people who are accidentally dying trying to make a pilgrimage to this fucking bus.
Why?
So stupid.
Yeah.
For what
What's the
reason?
point?
Because people fell in love with this movie and this guy's
What is the
mindset.
movie?
Into the Wild.
So
and
okay,
it's about a
so
traveler named Christopher McCandless.
McCandless.
And he decided that he wanted to escape modern life and went out into the wilderness. He wanted to live out on his own, you know, kind of reach back humanity's roots, and he ended up fucking dying because he was an idiot. Like, let's be real here. You go out in the Alaskan wilderness, find yourself an abandoned bus, like, this is home. Then a river comes up, and you're like, oh, this is fine. And then the river never goes back down. You're like, oh, I should have brought some food. And then you fucking die.
So that's what people are doing.
We're trying to make pilgrimages to this spot where he died so they can like, wow, we made the journey with you, and wow, we're so in touch with nature. There are people dying from the same shit. You saw a movie on how not to do that, and then you do the thing and you die. It's just like,
but hold
that's
on.
Darwinism.
Wait. Is that the,
is.
yeah, for sure. Is that the same thing that have you seen this? There's like this game or some shit on cell phones now that is essentially like some kind of suicide game. And we're gonna have to look more into it so I can give you accurate
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But apparently some girl already hung herself. But I don't understand. To win the game?
Is this another blue whale?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
the
it
blue
is.
whale game. Yeah, there you go.
Because we talked about the blue whale game before.
No. But this is new, though.
But this is a new one.
This is no. Yeah, this is different.
I'd have to do some research on it because I have a few meters popping up that it might be a little iffy.
But that's the same. That's the same thing, though, right? I mean, that's crazy. It's
very similar to craziness, but I mean, with that, it's more of a I want to die anyway. I might as well become famous in the process by winning this fucking game. You know, like you're going to be remembered for that. Whether it's good or bad, you have a legacy now. So there's a reason for that. With this, you're going to die in obscurity because the guy who did it originally is the one who's going to be remembered. You're going to be remembered as the dumbass who didn't listen to the warning.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? Your stupid people win over my stupid people.
I think so. Now, there's just a few other things. In South Korea, there was a TV show called My Love from Another Star. And it was a huge fucking hit in China. Like, it exploded in China. It became so big that fans started copying the diet of the main character. She's this chick who lives exclusively off fried chicken and beer. They all started binge eating fried chicken and beer to the point where they needed to be hospitalized. There are people who have been hospitalized.
You can't just live on
fried chicken and beer? Apparently not, because there are people in China who got hospitalized trying to copy this lady because they love this fucking show so much.
That's because they're trying to do it in China. No offense to China, but that seems more like American thing to do.
I mean, it's true. Yeah. We're more designed for fried chicken and beer. We are engineered from...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we could live off of fried chicken and beer.
I mean, I know I can. I'm engineered for it. So, but there's just one or two more things I just want to go over that are just some crazy shit. One, did you guys know that there is an entire franchise, or not franchise? There's an entire genre of music called wizard rock.
No.
The fuck is that?
Tell me they
Wizard
dress
Rock.
like Harry Potter.
That is exactly what it is. The Harry Potter franchise is so fucking popular that there's an entire genre of music of people who basically dress themselves as Harry Potter characters and or
This
just
makes me so
themselves as
happy.
Harry Potter sorted students or what have you.
I can't roll my
and
eyes further back into my head.
They name themselves after things like there's the Moaning Myrtles. That's a band. And they make songs all about things relevant to the Harry Potter universe. And they dress up. They have the Gryffindor ties, and they actually they sell tickets. It's a genre.
Okay, but
there's enough bands that have formed a genre.
Isn't that kind of like not any different than the Galactic Empire? The rock band that does
It's different because
Star
the
Wars
Galactic
covers?
Empire is one band. There are several, like enough to create this genre.
Okay.
Like there's a bunch of bands that are doing this. And it's just I can't even. It's
I can't even.
So
I can't
dumb.
even. I can't.
That's so dumb.
So there's two quick ones. These are the last two. One, there was a Turkish guy who was banned from a stadium of his favorite soccer team. He rented a fucking crane so he could watch a game, so he can watch the games outside.
Shut up.
He rented a crane, came up, attached his team's flag to the crane, and watched it from outside the stadium.
Where's he from? I'm just curious.
Turkey.
I mean, I could see somebody doing this in Florida, except for they wouldn't have rented the crane; they would have stolen the crane.
It would have been stolen.
That's 100%. Yeah, and there would have been meth.
Yeah, there would have been all of the meth.
The
crane would have somehow been used to make the meth while they're watching the game.
All right. So, last thing. Sonic fans in general are insane. From Sonic the Hedgehog, the video game series.
Okay.
If you guys ever want to delve into some dark shit on the internet,
don't look into the porn.
Well, I mean, not even
Knuckles
just the
has
porn. Just
multiple penises.
go on. Well, yeah, he's a echidna, so four penis heads.
Yes.
But there's like Sonic.
Don't ask me how I know that.
There's all kinds of weird shit like that. So the Sonic fandom's kind of fucked up. Just go look up DeviantArt. There's actually a fun game you can play where you look up your name, the Hedgehog, where you type in your name, the Hedgehog. There's guaranteed to be a DeviantArt OC. OC stands for original character. That has been made with your name on it, and you'll find out what character you are in the Sonic universe. But Sonic fans are insane to the point where in Sonic Boom, the newer game of the series, one of the newer games of the series, there's been a couple after, they did a major update and change to his look. They gave him an ascot. They made his arms different. You know, they designed him to be more modern. A Sonic fan got arrested because he vandalized several displays of different video game stores.
Patrick the Hedgehog.
And he maced a fucking employee, screaming the entire time, Sonic's arms are not blue. Because in the updated look, they made his arms blue, whereas before they were like the flesh colored of his belly and his face. Yeah. So they made him blue. So he fucking maced somebody with pepper spray and vandalized a fuck ton of stores, all in the name of y'all fucked up his arms. They're not supposed to be blue. Like, holy shit. You know? So that's just some, at least, Patrick, at least you didn't, you know, mace somebody because they didn't get your reference.
Okay, so you know what? I now feel better, except for I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
The one reason mine is even worse. Do you know why mine is worse? Right? Because because I'm bald and I didn't have my hat on, my head would have glowed like the color of this red cup red, probably. Now, so people in the audio version can't see this, but like
it's a really red cup.
Yeah, it's a very red cup.
No, I can
as they say, I got fucked.
You did get fucked. You got wrecked. You got riggedy wrecked.
Rickson! Yeah, I think we take a quick break, then we'll come back and we'll make Jordan say words.
Yes.
No, I don't want to say words.
We're gonna make
I'm
you
gonna
say
make
words.
you
We're
talk
gonna
like a puppet boy.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Just you wait.
We'll BRB.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Jesus.
BRB.
Stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. All right, I stopped the recording.
Hi, welcome to break time.
Welcome to break time.
It's very
Listen and linger.
breaky.
Yeah. This is brickety break time, son.
Bet you didn't know I was a famous singer.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Hey, it's cool that you can get Alfa Romeos now in the US.
Alfa
Like they're
Romeos?
yeah. Alfa Romeos.
Alfa Romeos?
All right, my friend just got home, so I will be right back.
Are you coming? You better come back.
No, I'm gonna leave in the middle of our show. That's my
I
Hey.
wouldn't put it past you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
What do I look like? Patrick?
I've never left in the middle of the show.
You would though.
Hey,
Well-
so anyway, live people that are not watching right now / watching. And Twitch, which I cannot see. We don't even know if it works. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. The second half of the show, Jordan. The only thing I have left is the whole human soul thing. I don't know if that's gonna take us to the half hour. No way. So I need you to pick something up.
Well, let me take a look. If it's not a half hour, it's not a half hour. It's not even a big deal.
So we've been playing some Destiny. I don't know if there's any video gamers that listen,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's why I'm wearing this hat today.
Destiny.
The darkness has consumed you, bitch.
Hey, hey, have you played any of the Destinies today?
I played earlier, yeah. I did. Well, I tried to do one of the Redux missions on my own, and then my internet went out. So I lost connection to my PlayStation. And when I finally got back into it, it had timed me out and put me back into orbit. So I got frustrated and I turned it off.
You want to
I
play
got
for a
some
little?
orbs though.
Want to play for a little bit after this?
No, I got to do dishes and trash.
Every lightsaber duel from episodes 1 through 6. Oh, I'm gonna watch this.
How long is it? 7 minutes?
22 minutes.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
In 6 movies, there's 22 minutes worth of lightsaber battles.
Apparently,
That's garbage.
is it?
Yeah. That's absolute garbage.
Watching the old fights is funny though.
Do you see that Nintendo is suing that that one ROM website where you can download ROMs for
No,
free?
really?
Yeah. They're suing him for $150,000 per game and up to $2 million for each time they infringe on the Nintendo trademark
Really?
on their website. Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot, man.
Millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to one guy.
Oh, there went.
And now other emulator hosting websites are taking all their shit down so that they don't get sued too. That is crazy. What is that?
What are you doing?
I hear yelling in the background.
Can you?
Yeah.
That is lightsaber battle.
Sounded like a woman.
Uh-oh. Here comes a Yoda lightsaber battle. Oh, Yoda's a badass. I don't know if anybody knew this, but Yoda's a fucking badass.
Don't yell at me.
Oh, sorry. I get excited.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus. You're going to leave me here by myself?
Yeah, just for a second.
Oh, no. At least he turned his fucking camera off so that we get to see the logo instead of just Bryce's chair. Hold on. Let's zoom in on Bryce's chair. Wow. There's Bryce's chair. Oh. Yeah, he just cut his legs off. Now he's gonna slide into the fucking lava or whatever.
She gets aggressive with that shit. Now you know why I want to kick her out sometimes, because she'll do that at night.
Nobody wants to know what he's talking about.
I beat Jordan back. I win.
You beat Jordan back. You lose.
Why do I
No.
lose?
You didn't. Whoa.
What is
Jordan.
that?
Jordan, what are you doing?
What?
Is that the PlayStation VR or is that the Oculus Mobile? What is that?
That is the PlayStation VR.
What is the PlayStation VR? Okay.
Why are you have on PlayStation VR?
I want to be like Bryce.
Are you watching us in there?
No, I see absolutely nothing right now.
Yeah, he's just being retarded.
Ah.
Whereas I had functionality in mind, he just wanted to be a weeaboo.
You can't put it to work with your computer?
You see this?
Can we see what? The
No.
cables?
Make noise.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, cables.
Yeah.
Looks
They're
like-
proprietary cables that only connect to the PlayStation.
They're
These
proper
are
parent-
HDMI.
I was gonna
Sir.
say
Oh,
they
are
look
they
like
HDMI?
they look like Hidme's.
Oh.
Hidme.
Yes, they are HDMI.
Oh. So can you use it with a computer then?
Yes, but only for like 3D or virtual reality files or whatever, or movies.
Oh, so like the
I
I'll be
can't
right
use
back.
it as a display.
can't
Like
use it
just
as
a
a
general
display. And you can't connect to games outside of the PlayStation.
No, I can. It has to be a VR game, but I have to have.
So you can connect to
actual,
Steam and use
file,
that.
not Steam. It has to be outside of Steam.
Okay, that's what I was asking. It's like VR chat all day. We can meet up. I'll show you
The
all
stupid
the.
thing is the way
Behind
that this works. I'm not sure if there's a way around it now, but last I saw, the only way to be able to do that is I have to hook up the power supply and everything like that to the PlayStation and have this connected to the PlayStation and my computer at the same time in order to do it.
Neat.
Which is
Where'd
weird.
Patrick go?
I don't know. He just disappeared.
What a bitch. Did you find something to talk about?
No, I was looking. I can't find anything.
Ultimately, as long
I
as you're
had
looking.
something. I can't fucking remember what it was.
Well, I'm gonna need you to up your game and do the thing. Okay, Papa.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But, it's gonna be a yeah though. I'm gonna need you to yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Honey. Landiska. Did you see the announcements for Super Smash Ultimate?
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking hype.
You gotta get a Switch though.
I'm gonna buy one specifically for that game. This friend already has one, so I'm gonna get the game first, and then I will.
Well, you know they're gonna have a
switch it.
bundle.
Well, yeah, they're probably gonna have a bundle, and I might do that.
And I'm sure that bundle will come with the game and a GameCube controller and the adapter.
All right, and then if that's the case, I'll do it. But I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
And then you're gonna get wrecked?
No, I'm gonna be the one who's doing the wrecking.
FD phone.
You are the one who's about to get wrecked.
No.
Are you kidding me? Did you not see K. Rool?
No, I didn't watch the videos. I just read about it.
That's what I was talking about, you shit.
Like 97
K.
new
Rool.
characters. Like, come on.
There's 5 new characters. Everyone else has already been in a Smash game.
There's too many Fire Emblem characters.
All right, that's valid. There's now Castlevania.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. Dark Samus. Which is pretty cool. This guy stole credit cards from a car and started trying to buy stuff wearing a Game Over shirt. That's pretty funny.
Get wrecked.
Talk about irony.
Hello.
Hello.
I am like the prodigal son. I have returned. I don't know where my vape is. It makes me sad.
I actually haven't vaped in like a week and a half.
Nice. Are you
Chubby.
Are you quitting?
I might be. It might be. It might just be another cleanse. Who knows? Like fuck it, Bay life. But yeah, my K. Rool's gonna stomp you.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna be put in the dirt, son.
No.
Yeah. I hope you're ready for it, because it's coming. Da-na-na.
All right. We ready?
Spooty, spooty.
Oh, damn, they took RuneScape Classic offline.
Yeah, it's gone forever.
That sucks.
It really doesn't matter.
No, but just for nostalgia's sake.
The fact that it's lasted this long and existed this long is just insanity.
Like fucking 18 years or something like that now.
Yeah. They just kept the classic servers going for people like us. Actually, there's a really huge Twitch stream community for just RuneScape streamers.
I just got free loot in RuneScape.
I did too. I'm never going to be able to claim it because I don't play it, but
I picked it back up again. Not
yeah,
super into it. Like, crazy, but I'll still log in, do some quests and shit. Log back out.
Dude.
Dude.
Yep.
Richter Belmont here.
Yeah.
Telling you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Are we ready for this shit?
Whenever you guys are.
I'm ready to start recording again.
Yep. Let's do it.
Yas Queen Yas.
Need about 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm recording, so it's time.
All right, let's do it.
Hello, Nevisky89. What it do? We're about to actually start the show back up. We're coming back from break right now. So hope you enjoy it.
And I am recording.
You know what? I didn't realize we didn't have info. I appreciate you bringing that up. We will have to...
What?
I'll have to put a schedule on here and put a little more information on here. For sure.
Price being bad.
Hey, you know what's fucking awesome?
What's that?
These fucking fake ass Chex Mix. It's great.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, you should be. It's
Glad.
Clancy Party Mix cheddar.
All right, well, get a couple in your mouth so you're not eating on the show.
Oh,
let's
go.
We're gonna come back and record.
I'm gonna eat on the show. I'm just gonna let you know.
You're a piece of shit.
Better mute
All
your mic, you asshole.
I might.
Oh, remember when you used to be able to do that? It's adorable. All right, we ready to get this shit going?
Yup.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan. I just want you to mentally remember what happened before.
I fucking hate you. Shut up.
Just remember.
I don't like you.
Just remember where these have been.
Oh no.
All right, let's get this popping.
Do it.
3,
2,
1,
go.
go. Hey, everybody. Welcome back from that wonderful and energetic break we just had.
Super energetic. I don't know if it's really the word.
The most energetic break you've ever seen in your entire lives.
Actually, the break was mostly just me sitting there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to hype up our break, bruh.
Yeah, my bad.
Fucking
It
job.
was super fucking boring. And then I left and got some more soda. So there's that.
And some fake ass check mix.
Yeah, hold on. The fake Chex Mix is where it's at, man. It's got more cheddar flavor like on it than the regular Chex Mix, and it's all the same stuff. Look, little circle pretzels.
What's
Here.
the brand so we can
See
claim
this?
responsibility?
This is Chex Mix. Look at. This is definitely Chex Mix.
It's Chex Mix.
Clancy's Party Mix.
Is that from
You know
like
what?
Aldi's?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm down with Clancy. Clancy's a
Yeah,
cool guy.
Clancy's good.
Oh, we're split 50-50. One doesn't like it, one likes it. The likes it have it because I like them.
All right, so that's 66-33.
Yep, we win.
All right, moving on.
All right, thanks for listening. That was the show. Oh man, I don't know if either of you guys don't have anything to talk about. I have one subject that I really know nothing about, and I just kind of barely heard and thought was interesting.
Well,
You
let's
wanna talk
check
about
it out. What is it?
I'm
Oh,
curious
that's-
as to what it has to say. I could talk about a billion things, but
That's
I am
well.
1,000,000%
I love when Bryce
curious
I
talks
as
met
to what it
Jordan
is.
though. See, Jordan is right now. He's projecting.
I ain't got shit.
He's projecting a love of you, which might be real, might not be real.
It's not real.
But he's projecting it
What? What do you mean it's
you,
not real?
to you to give
real.
a story because
on.
he doesn't have one.
I don't. I said that.
Did you
already.
get puked on at all this week?
Yes.
Ah,
That's a
interesting.
daily occurrence, man.
Did any get in your mouth?
No.
Good
no.
job. Good job.
Not that stupid, man.
Have you been pissed on yet?
Oh, several times. Yeah.
I mean, like fountain in the air, baby fountain.
Know about these weird
Several
fetishes.
times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks, Bryce. Don't have kids. It fucking sucks, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so great. Don't have kids.
I might have
Once they're
kids one
past
day.
pissing on you, they're cool. You know.
If you're gonna have kids, adopt at like 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, adopt any age. I mean, I think that adoption is something cool, honestly.
At 5, yeah.
I'm still waiting for Elon Musk to adopt me. Do you think that'll happen?
It'll
I'll be
happen
like,
to me first.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
younger.
like, Daddy Musk, let me test
Whoa.
drive a Tesla.
Daddy Musk. Mm,
It
that's a
doesn't
really
sound
bad
right,
cologne.
does it? It's a bad,
Daddy
or it's
Malto is a great
or it's
song.
my favorite cologne. Whatever.
You know what? It could be. I can't judge.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway,
We should make that.
I'm
What?
tuning
PBnJ
both of
Daddy
you out
Musk.
Daddy Musk.
for the dad
Copyright.
bod within.
Well, listen. All I'm trying to do is find something in Jordan to talk about. Do you have any other ideas, Bryce, about ways to get Jordan to talk about himself?
No, it doesn't have to be about himself. It could just be about random shit he heard.
Did you go anywhere this week?
No. I fucking work and I take care of my kids. It's so boring. Yeah.
Catch any good
That's it.
Pokemon?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, actually, I would like to. No, I haven't.
Don't bring up Pokemon on the show. I was just kidding. So
All right. Did you hear about Alex Jones' recent
Infowars thing?
shenanigans?
Yeah, I did, and I'm not really entirely sure why. 'Cause I'm not
entirely sure why you heard about it, or
I'm not super familiar with Infowars to begin with, but
Infowars is the site that created the conspiracy theory that formaldehyde or no, not formaldehyde. What's the shit you put on your teeth?
fluoride.
Fluoride. Thank you. That fluoride was turning the frogs gay. Because there was fluoride in the water supply and frogs were turning gay. And that's why there's a gay population in America.
Wait a minute.
The government's turning us secret gay, just like it turned the frogs gay.
How does the frog become
okay,
gay?
so there's no fluoride in my dew, so no.
But I still want to see sweaty guys from the airport.
Thank you for the rap. Exactly. Thank you for the connection, Bryce.
You're welcome. Jesus Christ. So he Alex Jones is a guy who just releases a fuck ton of conspiracy theories. It's stupid shit. Like he said such things as Obama and Hillary smell like sulfur.
Hold on, I would like to interrupt you just for 2 seconds.
Okay.
While I'm very happy that you're going to go off on this tangent, and I really love where we're going right now, the point of what I was doing was to get Jordan to say things, not you.
Look, man, we're past that. All right. Next episode will be nothing but Jordan talking.
I told him I didn't know what it was, and he's explaining it to me. And I
feel like you conned him, but whatever. Continue.
Ultimately, next episode we'll have Jordan have like 6 things to say. He'll do research on all of them. It'll be fun.
6 sentences. I'll give you 6 sentences.
It's 6 stories, each of them more than a sentence long. We'll get into the details off.
We want sources. Thank you.
But
I'll give you a bibliography.
Fucking conspiracy theories. He's basically the misinformation king. There's a bunch of people who worship him like a god.
Idiots.
He got sued hardcore, and then he flat out said that his work is satire, that it should be obvious to anyone that it's satire. But he still goes in on a show. He still does the same shit. His followers just believe he said that to get out of the lawsuit.
Yeah, but
wow, how dumb can you be?
I don't think it's satire. I think it's straight up manipulation of a dumb population.
Well, he is manipulating a dumb population, but if he's ever called out on reporting incorrect information as if it's correct or real or whatever, fraudulent news reporting or whatever the fuck you want to call it, he's just going to be like, oh, it's satire. Obviously, it's satire. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what he's doing. And there's a bunch of other fake news sources that do the same thing. But the whole thing about this is,
It's like obviously anything I say on this show is fake. Duh.
you know the Sandy Hook shooting, the elementary school that got shot up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
He
I
is
saw
the
that video.
creator of the Sandy Hook is a fake. It's a
Hoax.
hoax,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
the kids
And you know the fucked up part is that got a lot of fucking traction.
it did
It did,
because
yeah.
it started on 4chan. Like it started on 4chan, and I have a feeling this dude just saw that and just ran with it and started talking about it on Infowars. Because it's one of those things where there's a lot of people who truly believe that it reached levels of 9/11 was an inside job conspiracy, where
Mm-hmm.
there were truthers about Sandy Hook. And he's also the one who talks a lot about Pizzagate, which is
Pizzagate.
I don't know what that
Pizzagate
is.
is basically a child sex ring that's supposedly being run by Democrats, literally out of the basement of a pizzeria. Yeah, yeah,
Can he not
he
think of
says that
anything
that's a real
better?
thing, and he throws out all this evidence or whatever. All of it's a bunch of bullshit.
I
It's
feel like he just
weird.
has words in a hat and picks out
It
random
really
words.
does
It's
feel
like,
that way, and the entire time he's on the show, he's like, "Rah!" Like he's like
Yeah. Yeah.
shouting.
Yeah.
His
really?
veins are pulsing. He's red. He's sweaty. He's gross, and
Well,
all
no,
this
because he's
stuff.
speaking passionately, and that's like getting this stuff to just
And it's
yeah.
gotten to the point where he's had conspiracy theories about censorship, how America's trying to censor his message because it's true, and all this shit. And YouTube, Google, and Apple all basically came together and were like, and Facebook, they all came together and like, we're tired of your fucking shit, dude. And they all
Yeah.
just slapped his shit down and they banned his YouTube account, and a bunch of other stuff. His YouTube account had 2.4 like million subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
billions of views on YouTube, like all kinds of crazy
Yeah, I
shit.
saw all that.
Well, they
His
shut his fucking ass down.
podcast is taken down off of Apple as well, or
Uh-huh.
something like that.
And the reason why he was actually banned isn't because of some sort of censorship or something similar. It's because he's followed policies that he's been penalized before for violating, and he just continues to violate them. And what bothers me is now all of his followers are going fucking buck wild, saying he is being censored. See, so by them
Well,
doing this, they have some sort of weird validation for some bullshit.
but you know what? I think it's hilarious. You know, whatever. He might get his fake day in the sun, you know, his it is real. But he's shut down. He can no longer spread. What is he going to do?
He's shut down for now. He's gonna fund his own website, and all these fuckers are gonna follow him still. And he's gonna make a bunch of
Well,
money
that's
off
one
this
thing I
stuff.
read. They took everything down except his app on the iOS App Store,
Yeah,
so he can
Hmm.
still put stuff out there. I'm
yeah,
sure
he can
anything
still
with
use
an
his app
iPhone's gonna buy it.
for now until his app breaks the same terms of service, whatever they
What
are.
are the terms? Like, what does he keep repeatedly breaking? That finally got him kicked off of everything.
Hold on. Let me find the citations. Some of it was like hate speech because he has a lot of stuff that's
Yeah, but
just
he'll say that that's his opinion, or he'll say he has the right to say this, or he'll say that it's obviously fake,
yeah.
or
I mean, it's basically there's a bunch of neo-Nazi shit he went into,
Mhm.
um,
Uh,
and stuff like that. Which in certain countries it's illegal, just straight up illegal to have. Like in Germany, you can't be a Nazi. You try and put some Nazi shit up, it's flat out illegal to have that. And these companies are citing him on it because in a lot of places, doing that shit gets you get legal trouble that they don't want to go up to bat for you. Like
yeah.
if Germany starts suing them, saying, "Hey, you're supporting this shit and we don't want it," we're gonna put pressure on this, and this unless you stop it. I mean, if you had a legitimate platform, sure, Apple would go up to bat for you. I mean, I even then I don't know how hard they would bat for you, but for Alex Jones, I don't see them lifting a fucking finger. They're just like, yeah, fuck them. Um, and it's essentially just that he has a bunch of divisive shit that is like straight up insane neo-Nazi bullshit.
All
Um,
right.
and I don't know, man. Like as a person, he's just scum to begin with. I'm sad that he's going to have some sort of movement from this. There's already a hashtag trending for hashtag censorship, but it's whatever. Like you said, he'll have his moment in the sun, but his major platforms he just got kicked the shit out of.
Which is good. From the
Yeah, it's
sounds of
good
it, he's an idiot.
because he's
And,
dumbing down humanity.
yeah.
There are too many people who believe it. Like you, Jordan, you've played Metal Gear Solid 2, yeah?
Absolutely.
So a quick point. The reason why I'm bringing it up is in Metal Gear Solid 2, the video game. They talk about the information age and how humanity is irresponsible with information to the point where a secret, like Illuminati-esque group created a artificial intelligence to sort through information, to delete what doesn't need to be known and keep what does need to be known in order to steer humanity on the correct course. Part of me thinks we actually need that shit because there is so much false information. I could create a hashtag and I can create a bunch of fairly convincing arguments for why someone is something, or I can make some badass conspiracy theories. I'm really good at making conspiracy theories. My movie night shit's a primary example of
That's
I
true.
can take very little and turn it into something big.
You sure
right?
the fuck can.
And
Magical.
I could do that, and it would be so easy. And there would be people who would flat out believe me. And if I ever tried to back out of it and say, no, it's not real, this is all satire, no, they're gonna be like, oh, they got to you. I understand. Like, it's real though, but you can't say it's real because the Illuminati will cut you. Like that kind of shit. There are people of that level. So I don't know. Do you guys think that there should be some sort of combat? Because obviously free speech is a thing, right?
I think it wouldn't hurt as bad as people think it would.
Because we want freedom of speech to be protected, but should there be some sort of new regulations or new
not at all.
New ways for the internet to filter out bad information?
No, I think there just needs to be better education on information sourcing and things like that. I think that putting any type of regulation in place, again, not to coin a phrase I used earlier, but is a slippery slope. Once with net neutrality essentially gone, right? And now companies starting to bandwidth control their own stuff. I mean, they're allowed to do that. You start to give the government control over what's filtered in and out, or put some kind of filtering process in place. Now you're controlling, dude. Any regulation, period, is controlling the flow of information on something that's supposed to be eternally free. And that's
I mean, they're doing that with shutting down InfoWars. It's a very small scale, but there's.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they're not doing it for that purpose, though. They're not doing it for the purpose of stopping his message. They're doing it for the purpose of.
No, I understand, but it needs to be done.
I agree, it needs to be done, but
that's different. See, it's different to put. It's different to put overall filters in place than it is for companies to have terms of service that you can break. That they're two totally different things.
Okay, so what if every company came
China
together?
saying what you can and can't fucking see,
right,
is not the same as YouTube saying we're banning you now. That's not the same thing.
Okay, I could see that. Did you guys actually hear about what happened in China? Speaking of things you can and cannot see,
I think you mentioned it earlier.
All right, so the new movie.
To me,
yeah, the new movie Christopher Robin just came out. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people think it's a fantastic film, that it's adorable and all this stuff. Other people say that it is a prime example of a genre that's long dead, and it's not even like a good version of that genre of the father who's gotten too focused on. It's basically the movie Hook. Just now it's Winnie the Pooh themed.
Well, whatever. It looks freaking adorable.
Looks terrifying to me, but there's something about the art and how they rendered the animals that terrifies me. I still have to watch it. I probably will have several theories, because what I'm curious about is whether or not these animals actually exist in reality or if they're just a figment of his imagination. If other people can react to Pooh Bear walking around, then that is a whole.
Well, they do in
can
the
of
trailer.
worms. They do?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the trailer. I've seen very little about it.
Yeah, like people like faint and stuff when they see them.
I've got to watch it so I can make my theory about.
I gotta say, my opinion is he somehow had access to an alternate reality or a portal to somewhere, and that's where the 100-Acre Woods is in a different realm. It's not on Earth, so people don't know that. You'd like the lady faints or whatever when she sees him. Watch the trailer, you'll see.
I'm gonna watch the whole movie, but Christopher Robin's been banned in China. Do you want to know why? Because there is a resistance movement in China against the current political party, and they use memes of Winnie the Pooh because the leader of China looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Like does he really?
So their resistance movement sees Winnie the Pooh as a symbol, and they use him in memes and basically just talking shit about the Winnie the Pooh leader, essentially. And they banned Christopher Robin because it's a Winnie the Pooh meme. Basically, the leader got so tired of fucking memes that he just banned the entire like Winnie the Pooh, anything Winnie the Pooh related is just gone from China.
That's fucking hilarious.
When you piss off a dude that bad, when you troll him that hard that he's just like fucking.
I don't know if he looks like Winnie the Pooh, but there's a lot of Winnie the Pooh.
There's a lot of Winnie the Pooh memes about him.
Oh man, that's fucking hilarious.
That's so odd.
And it's just one of those things where one, it's a primary example of how memes are going to be used in the future. They're going to be used as an actual like rallying point where we used to rally behind flags. Now we're going to rally.
I can't believe fucking China. China's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking nuts. Ban Winnie the fucking Pooh. That's nuts.
I mean,
over a meme. Get the fuck out of here.
It's because of who's creating the memes, though. It's a resistance movement that's creating these memes. So it makes sense politically if you've got somebody creating a flag for a resistance movement and people start tagging that flag all over. That's the beginnings of a revolution. That's the beginnings of you gonna start some shit. You ban that flag.
It's going to happen no matter what at this point, whether or not.
And that's the thing. That's the thing is like memes are so interesting because they exist pretty much exclusively on the internet. For one, and for two, anything, absolutely anything, can be created as this meme. So it's going to be a lot harder for countries like China to crack down on shit like that. They're going to have to ban entire concepts in the future. Because it could, a meme about banning, they could just make it about a table and be like, this table is the table of oppression. And, he'll ban tables.
The table of oppression. No more tables.
Like that's what they'll do. They'll make a meme about the fact that he's banning shit that they'll be like, oh, you'll even ban tables if we try and make it about you. That's the crazy thing about symbols like this. So I'm really curious as to how the future is going to go with things like this.
Let's see.
Well,
that is going to be interesting.
I have one more thing to talk about. It should be pretty quick. Just one of those things that I heard on the radio the other day. And because you know that I'm kind of a nerd for sciencey stuff. We talk about that shit all the fucking time,
Right.
Yeah. So one of the biggest things that people have a hard time reconciling is science and spiritualism, religion, right?
Right.
Because they tend to highly counteract each other. So
a lot of the time, yeah.
A lot of the time, and one of those is the human soul. Because science says essentially the soul can't be measured, so it can't exist. Science essentially says something has to be measurable, right? In order to exist. Right. It's kind of like a basic rule.
Is that why scientifically you have no penis?
Because I can't measure it. You know what?
Well done.
I'm gonna dub you the funny one. You're the funny one.
Thank you.
Jordan's the mean ruler, and I'm just Peanut.
Damn right.
You're just a peanut.
I'm just a peanut here sitting on a railroad track. Anyway, there might be a change though, actually, with this. Is that they've kind of started to say that they believe that the brain might work as a quantum computer or on the level of a quantum computer, meaning that it's able to do a whole bunch of shit that up until now we've only just started to learn. And I guess that there's this part of the brain that their recent discovery of quantum vibrations in microtubules inside the brain, neurons of your brain. So things that we now are able to measure in going on in your brain might be us actually now measuring what would be considered the soul, what would encompass your personality and whatnot. And you know what's super weird about this? Bringing this up is, weren't we just talking about the altered carbon?
Which, by the way, I've seen 7 episodes of that show. It's fucking amazing.
It is amazing. I finished it. But what if that's what you're duplicating? So then I mean, like that, knowing that that's what your brain is already. So it turns out that we might be able to measure it. And what they think is when you're dead, when your brain is off, you know, that information exists in the universe somewhere. It has to, because that's how that works.
Yeah, because if there's vibrations on a quantum level, that means there's here and then over there.
Yes, which would lead to, when it's off in your brain, it's on somewhere else. When it's off somewhere else, it's on in your brain. That's how a quantum computer works, right?
Right.
So if it's off in your brain and you're dead, that means that you're on somewhere else in the galaxy.
My belief is that if this is 100% true, we have the body and we are in one plane of existence, and there's another us that is essentially an observer. That's like your inner voice in your head and all that shit. The inner voice in the head, it's getting all of its information from the body. The body is vibrating and sending the information to the other plane.
Oh yeah.
And then the other us exists on a completely different level. And when the body dies, the other us still exists.
Okay, sure, but now does that mean that that's your soul, or is that just like the quantum connection to control your fucking meat sack?
I don't believe it is the traditional definition of a soul, which is that it was emplaced by some sort of spiritual deity or something similar. I believe it to be just the connection to control your meat sack. And there's just an energy version of you that is also there, that is the observer.
So hold on.
So if there is
don't
a
attach
God,
it to the
you are
religion.
the God.
Wait. Don't attach it to the religious part of it. Okay. The spiritual end of it, and I'm separating those things, is because if we can measure it, you know, and science says it's real and it can explain it to me, then I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Quantum mechanics in general are pretty nutso. I've been watching a lot of
new for a lot of them.
Science. Oh shit, I forget the name of the YouTube channel. He does cool science videos. Bitch. And he does one where, like, could you phase through a wall at like Harry Potter does to go through, you know, 9 3/4 or whatever, the you know, and
9 3/4.
In the crazy ass math that is quantum mechanics, there's a 1 in gajillion billion trillion millionth of a chance that you could phase through this, you know. Granted, you'd probably be stuck inside of it, or it would take so long, or so much of you would be missing by the time you came out because of quantum mechanics or whatever. It was insane. So it's hard to fucking wrap your brain around anyway. But if they can measure vibrations going on, that means that they have to exist somewhere else outside your body. That, whether that's soul or not, that's insane.
Too.
That's crazy.
That is really cool.
Right?
You're thinking Earth too?
Dude, maybe.
Well, I mean, if we go back to our original theory of everything's a simulation, it could be the vibrations our brain are uploading to the central server of the simulation.
I don't know.
Being saved to our memory card.
I just wanted to fucking blow your mind real quick before we out it.
Super interesting.
Right?
I like that. Something to
Me
think
too.
about.
Boom, motherfucker. Words
So
and shit.
that was beautiful.
Those were some
Catch us next
beautiful
episode
words.
where Jordan gives us six separate stories.
In 9
looking forward
words
to
or
it.
less. See what I did there?
6
Yeah.
stories, 9 words or less. That's quite the feat.
Well, yeah, because Bryce saved your fucking life today when I tried to hot seat your ass, and you one line answered me with everything.
I was gonna answer you. In my defense.
He
You were
saved
taking a
you.
long time to do it.
You just love to talk. It's all right.
It's
But-
more like I love this show to actually have some sort of like not 8-minute break of us telling you to tell us stuff and you be like, nah.
I was looking. Google feed failed me today.
That's
All right.
funny because we totally.
Well,
are prepared
you're gonna
usually.
have preparation for next week's episode.
Well, you
That's
know
the
what
whole
you're
point.
usually good at, and what we can guarantee is going to be your thing.
What?
Plug us.
Well done. I like that. That was smooth. That was smooth. I didn't see that coming. Giggity. So first and
I didn't
foremost,
see
you
it
can
coming either.
what?
What?
Because it couldn't be measured.
This bitch. First and foremost, you can
Yes.
find us on Facebook, of course, by searching PB&J podcast. You can find us on YouTube, searching the same thing as well. Anywhere
Yep.
that
Patrick
you
Bryce Jordan, the letter
Patrick
N.
Bryce Jordan podcast.
Yeah, the Patrick
Easy
Bryce and
peasy.
Jordan podcast.
Yes.
Like
Patrick
Nancy.
Bryce.
Nancy's not on the show.
No, she's banned.
She's on Stranger Things.
Ew, poo poo. Poo poo things. Also, you can find us on Twitter at PB&J Podcast. I see you shrugging over there. You can find us the high quality audio version of
Yes.
this on our
All of
website.
the high qualities in the audios.
You can find it on pbnjpodcast.podbean.com or on Apple, iTunes, anywhere you get your podcast, Google Play, anywhere like that. And of course, don't forget to check out the live stream of this on YouTube and at twitch.tv/PBnJ podcast.
Yeet.
Yeah. And honestly, thank you all for listening because once again, we always see these little bursts of increase of listens, and we really appreciate
we really
that.
appreciate you guys spreading us, loving us.
And
like
if
the butter and jelly we are on bread.
If you don't like something we talk about, or you do like something we talk about, or you have some suggestions for us to talk about, please hit us up. Yeah, you got something for fucking Jordan to talk about? Send it right to him. You can send it to our email. You can hit us up on Facebook. Facebook would probably be easier. We have a fast response time rating on Facebook.
We have that fancy green
lady.
We do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say we fucking nailed it.
100% nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. Recording stopped. Oh yeah, bye Twitch. I'm gonna turn off the tubes as well. Thank you for watching. Bye tubes.